Hey everybody, it's Robert 90, your spray foam advisor, and this video today is going to be a response to a commenter on one of my YouTube videos. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. I was finally trolled. I've been trolled for the first time ever, and this commenter wants some information about open cell foam and the statement that he says that he let out with in the comments of one of my videos was that open cell foam is trash. And so let's go ahead and take a look at that comment and answer back. We'll respond to him right here with this video. So here's my video posted on YouTube. It's titled Open Cell versus Closed Cell Spray Foam Insulation, where I talk about the differences between the two products and kind of compare and contrast open cell versus closed cell. And we scroll down to the comments and we can see that Jack Guzzler 5 days ago commented that open cell is trash. And I responded and thanked Jack for the time for commenting on my video, but pointing out that my opinion is that that's a pretty narrow-minded view of the situation, and that in many applications open cell foam is interchangeable with closed cell foam, and in some applications open cell foam offers better value for the customer, and in other applications closed cell foam is the clear choice. It's the only choice. And then Jack responded back saying open cell is fancy fiberglass, and open cell failed all perm testing to qualify it with the IRC for under roof applications or sealed attics. He says, prove me wrong and you win the bet. You name the amount. So this is what we're going to be responding to right here. Very interesting, kind of a challenge from Jack Guzzler here, commenting on one of my videos. We'll go grab some code references and show Jack the real information rather than just opinion. We'll actually show him some facts and disprove his statement here. So here we're looking at IRC 806.5 unvented attics and unvented enclosed rafter assemblies. This is the code section that allows unvented attics to be created in the IRC, and it talks about how unvented attics have to be completely within the building thermal envelope, and it gives some guidelines here. Item number 2 says that no interior class 1 vapor retarder should be installed on the ceiling, the attic floor. So that would be like your polyethylene, plastic visqueen, that on the ceiling floor would have to be removed, for example, in a retrofit application. Number 3 there says, it's about wood shingles and shakes and some of the specific design requirements when you use wood shingles and shakes in this application on the top side of the roof. Number 4 talks about climate zone specific applications in climate zones 5, 6, 7, and 8, how they need a class 2 vapor retarder to either be part of the air impermeable insulation or in contact with the air impermeable insulation. And item number 5 really lays out the foundation and the details for this code section, where it gets into the specific options of how you can use air impermeable insulation or combinations of air impermeable and air permeable insulation. And so 5.1.1 right here says, where only air impermeable insulation is provided, it shall be applied in direct contact with the underside of the structural roof sheathing. So this is the approval for how spray foam is able to be used in unvented attic applications, and to create these unvented attic applications where we eliminate soffits, ridge vents, gable vents, all of the ventilation in the roof system. So now we found the reference from the code where only air impermeable insulation is used, where it's provided. It should be in direct contact with the underside of the structural roof sheathing. So we will go look for the definition of air impermeable insulation and then compare that to some of the open cell foams that are on the market and show how they meet the air permeance standards required by this code section, making them acceptable for the unvented attic application. So here I grabbed the definition for air impermeable insulation from the definitions section of the code. It says an insulation having an air permeance equal to or less than 0.02 liters per second meter squared at 75 pascals pressure differential, as tested in accordance with ASTM E2178 or E283. So that is the minimum requirement for a product to be considered an air impermeable insulation and for it to be used, as we saw, in an unvented attic assembly to create that unvented roof system by applying an air impermeable insulation directly against the underside of the roof deck. So let's take a look at two of the most popular open cell foam products on the market today. We'll look at Selection 500, manufactured by Demilec, and we'll look at Classic Max, manufactured by Icynene. So both of these products on their technical data sheet provide air permeance data. They provide air permeance testing data, and clearly they show that both products surpass the minimum requirements for air permeance, and of course they are approved for use in unvented attic applications per the code, per IRC 806.5, based on air permeance testing in accordance with ASTM E2178 and or ASTM E283. So there you have it, Jack. Open cell foam meets the requirements as an air impermeable insulation in accordance with the building code and can be used in accordance with IRC 806.5 to create unvented semi-conditioned attic spaces. Not only can it be used, but it has been used in thousands of applications all across the US to create successful, excellent structures. Now, my opinion is that spray foam works. That means both open cell foam and closed cell foam work in their intended applications. Open cell foam is limited to interior applications only. The advantage that closed cell foam brings to the table is that it also includes a vapor retarder as part of the physical properties. It can also be exposed to elements in an exterior application. It can come in contact with bulk water, for example, during a construction time frame. We can create excellent building envelopes by putting closed cell foam on the outside of structures or using them in crawl spaces or applications where we're going to come in contact with high levels of liquid moisture and high levels of relative humidity in the air. When those design parameters are critical, then closed cell foam is a better option. But open cell foam offers a lot of value. And when the products are used interior, on the inside of cavities, on the inside of buildings, for example, inside external walls, they are practically interchangeable. They're going to both provide similar performance from an air barrier and an insulation at the same R value. They're going to perform almost exactly the same. Now, when you go up further north and you start having limited spaces, limited thicknesses that you can put into locations, you need higher R values per inch, then closed cell foam might offer some flexibility in that application as well. But in general, open cell foam in the south is going to give the best bang for the buck because of the nature of those applications. So there you have it, Jack. It does meet the IRC requirements to be used in IRC 806.5 to create unvented attic applications. And you were wrong. Sorry, brother. So what do I win? It's very simple. I don't want anything. Do me a favor. Just don't spew hate. Go do the research. Ask questions rather than antagonize. And learn for the purpose of getting better, not for belittling people and trying to talk down to them. So that's what I want from you. That's what I win by showing you this proof, this evidence that you asked for. So learn, get better, and don't spew hate. Thanks. This is Robert 90 with Spray Foam Advisor. Have a good week.